So the first in our behavioural model series of 4 models is the S.M.A.R.T.I.E principle, or the S.M.A.R.T.I model. Now, time management really starts with understanding your objectives, having well-defined objectives, and we've used the acronym S.M.A.R.T.I because it's easy to remember, and quite frankly I like smileys. So the S.M.A.R.T.I acronym starts with specific. What we're talking about here is making sure that the objectives that you set, they're very, very clear, they're very precise. We don't want any fluffy objectives. We want to be very, very clear, and if it can be one line, and my suggestion with objectives is you probably only have 4 or 5 objectives on your list, and they're very specific, they're very clear. Second is measurable. We need some sort of measurement to these objectives, clearly. Some of the easiest ways is just making it from 0 to 10. So as you're progressing towards your objective, you can say I'm 3 out of 10 now, or I'm 5 out of 10, or 7 out of 10. But nice 0 out of 10 works quite well. Agreed. If you have 10 objectives because it's your own business and you're working through something, obviously you can agree with yourself, it's fairly straightforward. But if you're reporting to a manager, or you have someone that looks after your KPIs or your objectives, then quite simply you want to be able to agree to those objectives, which means you're comfortable that it's something you can achieve. Realistic is very much around making sure that from our perspective, is that they do challenge you. You certainly want to grow in any role that you're in, and it's good if you have that area of challenge. I mean, a little bit of stress is good. Too much stress, of course, doesn't help your performance, but you want to have a little bit of stress. They want to be a little bit challenging, otherwise you'll probably be bored and disengaged. Timed, whether that's over a month, 3 months, 6 months, or even as long as 12 months. We have a clear, defined timeline there. In writing, we need to make sure that's down on paper. Again, it could be open to some ambiguity or misunderstanding if it's just done verbally, so let's get that down in writing. And engaged is the last part of the S.M.A.R.T.I acronym. There's a lot been spoken about with engagement levels of employees and people within their roles over the last few years. Engagement's very much about coming to work and giving it a good go, giving it 100%. Be an ideal scenario. And consider the fact that if you're not fully engaged, what does that mean to the team you're working in or the company that you're in? So really consider your own engagement levels. So that's the S.M.A.R.T.I acronym, very much focused around your objectives, and it's really where time management starts. So if you're not clear on what your objectives are, I would suggest you get some clarity before you move ahead with the other modules and other parts of the process we're looking at here.